Yo, bless all my people. Nobody hacked my accounts. I'm 𝐬𝐭𝐞𝐤. Thank you very much.
Hey, hello everyone. So we want to talk about the issue that's going on right now. The issue has to do with Two-Face and his wife. What Two-Face came out and announced that got everybody talking about. So I'm going to read Two-Face's statement. Now, Two-Face posted on Instagram. He said, "Hello, my beautiful people of all federations. Well, this thing I have to say is short but also long. I and Annie Macaulay have been separated for a while now and currently filed divorce. I would grant a press release soon to say my story, not because it is anyone's right to know about my personal life, but because I love my people and I need them to know my innocence or offense. Stay blessed, my people. I love you all." When everybody saw this, people were in shock, like, what's going on and everything. Before we could absorb, we saw another post that my Instagram account has been hacked. Efforts are being carried out to take back control. One love. Now imagine people saw this. Thank God, though, it was somebody hacking and 𝐓𝐵𝐬𝐿 could not be like, say, what the year now, true. Then suddenly, Two-Face came out himself, and let us watch Two-Face himself. Yeah, the guy himself.
Yo, my people, man. Nobody hacked my accounts. Let me talk with you. I want to talk.
Okay, so I mean, we've seen the video, we've seen the post, and all this just has to show that, okay, before now, of course, things were not okay in paradise. And so today, this video is majorly going to be addressing how, as ladies, you know, there are just some things that we need to just pay attention to so that we don't find ourselves in this kind of situation. I mean, most of us know the story of Annie and Two-Face, how Annie met Two-Face when she was 15 years. You
15?
know, yeah, she was 15 years when she met Two-Face. Two-Face was 24. So you can imagine the gap, you know, imagine the gap between the two of them. I mean, this guy practically shaped her world. This guy practically, you know, came into her life when she was still naive, you know, young, small. She has really not experienced life. And so she has been with this one person for all those years. I mean, Annie is 40 years now, you know, so imagine you've spent 25 years with this person, but in those 25 years, it has not been funny because, I mean, we all know how in the midst of their relationship, I mean, Two-Face got involved with two other people who had children for him and all of that, with Annie still in the picture. Now, you know, when I was just thinking about it, right, I realized that sometimes as women, we can live in denial of some things. This much I know, and I'm going to speak as a woman. No woman wants to share a man with anybody. That is a fact. No real woman. So I can tell you that even though Annie at some point had to accept that this is the reality or the world she has found herself, and she has to accept Two-Face's children for these other women, but deep down, there was something already messed up. Deep down, there was something already broken. I mean, in 2022, we saw the recording that came out. It was 2021, the recording that came out where she was really talking about how she's feeling frustrated and all of that. So it shows that all this while, this lady has been imploding. And if you've at one point or the other watched this young famous African reality show on TV, you would have heard us sometimes really talk about how it had not been easy for us to wake up and see Two-Face put out a recording like this. Personally, I feel like he didn't have to do this. I felt like it was something that he could have done in private, because this lady is already being dragged online for a whole lot of things. So coming up, and now we are seeing you come out and you're talking about how, you know, you even did a video again to say, no, your Instagram was not hacked. You know what you said. When I looked at body language, I saw the possibility of never really loving this lady in the first place. And so as we talk on, we're just going to itemize some things that as ladies, please pay attention to these things. Relationship is not do or die. It is not do or die. Your mental health and your sanity is very important, and you must develop a strong self-esteem so that when you see something that doesn't look like what you should accept, you should be bold enough to say, no, I'm not going to sit down with this and I'm not going to accept this.
So for me, I was just thinking about the thing first thing, 15 years old. what were the parents doing? I think parents we need to
Yes.
protect our children more.
Exactly.
Now we even have come to the point at the time where people are even getting involved in relationship from a very young age. See, a lot of times people don't realize that at certain age you're not matured enough emotionally. You can easily fall in love. You can have crushes, especially when the person is a celebrity or is a fine dude or something. It's normal now. When we were in secondary school, I had people that I fell in love with or crush or whatever we call it and the rest. But if the parents are probably had protected her, I think maybe she
Yes.
shouldn't have been in that situation. That's one.
the
Then
first
two,
place.
you're in a relationship with someone. This person was already involved with other ladies that had children for them. I feel that was a red flag, and I feel that was something for you to consider. That are you sure you want to be with this person? Because Two-Face did not hide his personality. He has shown over the years that this is who I am. Accept me for who I am, or move on. So the thing is this: are you willing? You see, that's the thing we keep saying in our previous videos. In fact, I'm going to make a reference to one of the videos, if you can see the link and the rest, that a lot of times people overlook certain things.
Yes.
And this is exactly what we've been talking about. You overlook things, you think you can manage certain things. Then over the years, you now realize that it's not as easy. A lot of the things that cause divorce over the years are things that people thought they could manage. I'm sure Annie felt that is my guy, don't worry. If like, let the others come, have children for him. I'm the one he finally proposed to. I'm the one he finally got married to. Look at where we are today. And he's even the one that even made the announcement. I wish it was Annie herself that came to say, you know what, guys, we're moving our own separate ways. Even I feel the way he even said it was distasteful.
It was derogatory. It was like he was really putting her down. You know, I saw some, reactions from, reaction statements from some men, and it just made my heart to drop. And some people are saying, oh, the way he looks like he has been suffering in the marriage and all of that. Now, we are not even here to analyze the drama that has been going on in the marriage. We are here to look at the things at the fringes that is even a blind man can see. And we're like, look, shine your eyes very well. So this much I will say, it's very possible that yes, there might have been some level of toxic from both of them, either from Annie to him or from him to Annie. And that would definitely have a toll on anyone. But the truth of the matter is that there were things that could have been paid attention. Number one is the patterns. See, patterns don't lie. I tell people, pay attention to patterns. Patterns reflect character. When someone has shown a pattern of behavior, take them for it.
That is who they
Don't make an excuse. Don't try to say you will change them. Don't try to say you will make them better. Don't try to say, oh, don't worry, my positive influence will rub off on them. You don't have to be in a relationship with them. When I say relationship, a romantic relationship with them to influence them. You can influence them outside of being romantically involved, because that is where the problem lies. You can't control the person's transformation. You cannot say this is when the person will become better. So patterns, this guy has shown the pattern, which could have been, she had the first child for him when he already had 4 kids outside. Her child was the 5th, and she has been the one there. So you can imagine that a man you say you love, when you now talk about his children, you that you are supposed to be number 1, your child is number 5. Doesn't make sense. Do you understand? So the flags were there. Patterns, you pay attention to it, and you don't make excuse for bad behavior. You don't make excuse. You are not a rehabilitation center.
Bam.
You are not. You don't have what it takes. You are not a psychiatrist to want to, let me work on him. Why I'm talking this passionately, because I hear these things from ladies. Their own might not be as bad as Annie, and it's because these ones are celebrities. A lot of ladies are in the same pot, in the same well, in the same situation as I'm talking, and some of them are watching this video. When you see patterns, don't ignore it. Just see it as revelation, and don't make an excuse for bad behavior. And lastly, what I'm going to say on this is that know your worth. Know your worth. See, there are some things you cannot accept when you know your worth. The reason why you can manage some things, the reason why you say, Shebi is just everybody, somebody once said something, say, every guy is like that. And I said, every guy is not like that. I have brothers, I have a husband, I know guys around me that are not like that have good behavior. So don't make excuse for bad behavior. Know your worth enough to know what you can take. And the moment you see what you cannot take, step back. There is no harm. We've done a video on when to quit. And this is one of it. When you see the red flags, exit. Is your exit call. You will be fine. You will be fine. If that relationship doesn't work, a better one will come.
Yeah.
That will treat you as a queen that you are.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this to you that have not subscribed to this channel. Please click the subscribe button. If you've not seen our previous videos, we have made a lot of videos that have helped people. We are we love doing this because we want to see marriages thrive. We are therapists, we are marriage counselors, certified professionals. We want to see people's marriage thrive. So there are a lot of videos we've done. Click and watch other videos. I'm going to read some people's comments on the issue, but before I read your comment, let me say something to the men out there. Now, Two-Face has said this over time, that it is men's nature to cheat. Men are polygamous in nature. That is not true. I believe it's a lie that people have sold over time. Now, some men cannot discipline themselves. Some men, they've been that way for years, and I feel like if you're like that, you shouldn't even be married. Just keep living that normal life, sleep around, let all the girls that are sleeping around know that this is who you are. There's no need trying to now take someone's daughter to call the person your wife when you know you don't even have the ability. You've not trained yourself to stay faithful. Marriage is for those that are willing to stay faithful. And for ladies, you see those kind of men, no matter how much you love them, just tell yourself the truth. This one will not be faithful. If you've not been faithful before now, it's not going to be faithful. I hope you've learned something. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop your comment, what you think about this. If you have more information than us, say what you think about it. Let's all learn from it. It's not a good thing that marriages are breaking up like this, because marriage is meant to be to death do us part. And marriage is a beautiful thing. If you can get it right, you will see the beautiful thing about marriage. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for dropping your comments. We'll see you in our next video. Bye. For now.